All right, Shalom Malakim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all the Akim out there that's doing the work in sincerity and charity with humiliation all across the four winds. To you I salute. To the sincere Aquathim out there doing their due diligence in the servitude of their husbands first and foremost, and then into the servitude of their households. Shalom. This is the brother Yahshua from the GMS Bahamas Camp. Back at you with a brief spiritual hydration. More or less, this is a exhortation, I'd say. And I want to entitle this lesson, Not Every Gift You Receive Was Given with Good Intent. And, this comes on the cusp of a dream I had. I had multiple dreams last night, but this one really stood out to me. And how the setting was, it was three of us speaking. It's me, a shop owner, and his wife. And his wife is not known to be a nice lady per se. And in the midst of speaking, how people pretend like they don't, like they forgot what it is that they're saying, and they started to walk off. It was more that she wanted to pull him into another conversation, what she didn't want me to hear. So I didn't think nothing of it. And when they were done, they came back. I was speaking to her husband because me and him pretty cool, and she came and she gave me a gift. And what it was like a red hat with like a visor cap. Nice looking red hat. It's kind of tattered, but it was nice nonetheless. And when I was about to put it on, he stopped me. He said, "Wait, nobody." So I said, "What's going on?" So he said, "Let me see it." So I gave it to him, and he took it and he put it around his neck. And he said, "Well, you ain't want this." I said, "Bro, she gave it to me as a gift." He said, "Boy, this ain't for you. This ain't for you." So I was kind of upset, and I woke up. So when I sit up and I think about it, because now I think back on it, she had like this type of, like a menacing type of smile on her face. Now I think back on it. So I was sitting up and I was meditating on it. And in my meditation, that's when, the thought hit me. Not every gift you receive was given with good intent. And that's the title of this lesson. And this precept came to mind. Proverbs, there's two precepts that came to my mind. Proverbs 29:4. The king by judgment establisheth the land, but he that receiveth gifts overthroweth it. That means one who is susceptible to bribes. You see? One who is easily swayed by gifts. They prefer judgment, because of a gift. Verse 5 says, "A man that flattereth his neighbor spreadeth a net for his feet." So all it is, that's something to trap you up. You see? They give gifts in order to soften you up, in order for you to pervert judgment. But you have to be mindful of that. You see? The next precept I have here, Sirach 20:29. It says, "Presents and gifts blind the eyes of the wise, and stop up his mouth that he cannot reprove." So when you're susceptible, to receiving gifts, it stops up your mouth that you can't reprove, because you're thinking now, "Oh, they gave me this gift, now I gotta do them a favor." But you ought to remain steadfast and don't be swayed by gifts given by people, because oftentimes, again, those gifts you receive is not often given with good intent. You see, and you have to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for the intervention, for him to send his angels to intervene for things that are not that were given to you with ill intent. You see, for things that were not given to you in sincerity. You see, because the scriptures say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against spirits. You see, We have to be mindful of these things because this is a spiritual battle that we in, you know. But I just want to encourage you all to be mindful of the things that are throughout your day-to-day lives. You know, be mindful of the so-called gifts that people give you, because they could be nets set out to destroy you. You see, just be mindful of that, Akim. But with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Akakadash, Wa Bad Shalom.